who's to blame? We talk about the lenders, government, financial institutions. Who do we blame?
Well, there's a lot of blame to go around. But what's crucial to the whole thing is that the mortgage payments stopped coming in. And so whoever created a situation where people were given mortgages that they weren't able to pay, that's who I would blame, and that would be the regulators. We keep hearing that all of this came about because there wasn't enough regulation. No, it was precisely the regulators who forced the banks to lend to meet government-set quotas for people in different income classes and other kinds of quotas, and that's what made the mortgage market so risky. Now, things happened in Wall Street and elsewhere that added to the risk, but the fact of the matter is, if the money had kept coming in from the mortgage payments, the risk wouldn't have been there.
In other words, government regulation wasn't the problem, or the lack thereof. It was government regulation that caused it. You have a quote in the book. You talk about Janet Reno threatened legal action against lenders whose racial statistics raised her suspicions. So explain how they lowered the standards. You go into great specificity.
Well, among other things, they simply gave a quota to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac as to how many loans of a certain kind they had to make. And that in turn meant that the original lenders, the banks, the mortgage companies, could lend to anybody, no matter how risky it was, sell the mortgages to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, and the banks get their money up front, and the problem becomes Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac's problem, which in turn means it becomes the taxpayer's problem.